Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for anyone who's new. This is Tristan River Clan. I would like to say Happy Pride Month. This is my second Pride Month video. This video is showing a speed paint that I made of Mothpool and Mothwing. They are probably my favorite Warrior Cats Pride ship, and I really just enjoy them together and find them really cute. I hope you all enjoy this speed paint. And I'd just like to say now, I'm sorry about it being Thursday instead of Sunday, but I'll probably end up doing my last Pride Month speed paint midweek as well. Now let's get into the commentary. Here I was kind of just starting off with the line art, as you can see, working on the head first, because that's like the way that I normally do it, and then I was just trying to figure out how to get that one piece positioned. It took a little bit of trying, and then I moved down to the lower area and started working down there. And then I just kind of copied that as well and just played around with the placement of that until I thought I had it right. Then I just kind of did a little bit more work over there, and then it was time to move on to the back area. I have it like that, and then I went through and did the little leg that you kind of don't really see that much, that's tucked back in there, and I skipped the tail, and you'll see why I did that later. And now we're moving on to the other one and working on her head using copy and paste for the ears. I did that a lot throughout this just because I want to make it look right, and I just kind of like the way that it turns out when I do it like this. Then I did the kind of top of the head there before moving on to the kind of sides of the face and kind of like the side sections of the jawline, before moving into the eyes. Eyes were probably one of my most favorite parts of this, and I just kind of like working with eyes a lot when I do these things, and something sometimes happens when I copy and paste things where there's little spots of color around it, so I just had to redo that there, but then it ended up looking fine afterwards. And then I moved on to the mouth, and just the entire muzzle area, and then moved on to the torso, doing pretty much the same process as I did with the other one, copying for the legs, and then switching the area I was working on back to there, and getting that leg done before working on the back leg. And then when I finished with that, I went and just kind of did some little extra stuff over there. And then this is why I didn't do the tails earlier, because I was doing something like that. Now I'm adding the kind of tails in, kind of intertwining them a bit, and I kind of made certain spots where one tail would overlap the other, and other spots where was the other tail overlapping. And then I worked on like the little hearts. One that will end up being the rainbow heart, one that will end up being the like kind of heart with the like lesbian flag in it. Then I started working on kind of the background area, because I had gotten pretty much all the other line art done, so I was just gonna go in with all that stuff so that I would finish it up. And you'll see this little extra strip at the bottom. I'm not gonna tell you what it is going to be yet, but it's one of the parts of this artwork that I really liked at the end. I don't know why I had to zoom that far out when I was doing all this stuff with the layers there, but I zoomed really far out before going back and after finishing with that. There's something that I did with this section down here that I didn't do with any of the others, and it was so time consuming, but I can't really turn back time and redo that. I'm just happy I was smarter with the other areas for that. And I actually started using a technique during this that I also ended up in the background that I ended up using for the cats as well. And it saved me a lot of time. Like, I cannot tell you how much time it saved me by doing what I did, but like, it was so much time saved. Like, it was crazy. But it ended up taking so much time to finish the little water area down here that you guys now see. I can say that now because you literally see that it's blue, it's water. There's no doubt about that. And I think it's just, the little water area, it's not finished yet. You won't see it finished for a while, but like the finished piece of it is like one of my favorite parts of like the artwork other than the actual cats. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. And then, yes, I used the paint bucket tool. It saved so much time, honestly. And then I was just kind of working on this area. It definitely went a lot quicker than the little water section in the front because of the time that I spent using the area thing so as to like not get it done. And I filled the next area and started working on it because it's literally that quick. Like, just grab the paint bucket, click twice because there's typically a little outline, but other than that, it's pretty good. And then you have to make sure that the line of whatever, I figured this out. You'll see me figuring it out soon. It has to go all the way from one area to another area, or connect back to itself for you to be able to fill it in using the paint bucket. So I ended up having to do that with the ones that didn't go all the way across. And then I just did the last little hill bits and worked on the little bit in the background, and then I turned everything off and went to the cats. And then I decided that I was going to go back to doing this, and I just colored all over the face area and filled in everything, as quick as I could. And then I decided that, wait, it would just be a lot quicker if I did the same thing as I did with the background. So I kind of did like a little area thing, and then I filled it in and went over the little line, and then went in with like a little line around the other section, filling all those spots in. And then I realized I had to put that there as well, because I forgot that. And I went around finishing up along that little outline that was there from the paint bucket tool. And then I filled in the little back leg there and the tail tip. And put all the backgrounds on and then took them all off again. I have no clue why I did that. Maybe I was just looking. I think I was just looking to see how it was going so far, and then those weren't working for some reason with the fill tool, so I just colored them in, and then I did the same stripes on the other ear, and then I did that, and I filled in the little stripes using the fill tool, and I did that. I did that again with the little side face stripes, and then I started making the stripes for the legs and filled them in, and then did that again on the opposite leg and then filled them in as well, and I added some on her back, and then worked on the back leg, and added a little kind of diamond shape on her back and on her leg, and I kept up with I put some stripes onto her tail to keep with the stripes, and then I added a little kind of area there, and then I gave her a little nose area, and I was gonna do little things there, but I didn't really like the way it turned out, and I added another little diamond to her, little diamond star thing to her chest, before going in with her white paws on the front, and then I went in with them on the back as well. After that, I added the like chest belly area one, because she has a white spot there as well. And then I went in and started on the eyes. They're one of my favorite parts to do when I'm drawing the cats. And then I zoomed out again, because I like admiring my work while working on it before adding one of the colors into the eyes, and then the slightly darker slightly darker color, sorry about that, before kind of giving them a little blend. And then I filled in her ears, and in case you couldn't tell from when I initially started with the brown, or if I haven't said this already, I'm working on Mothpool right now, and now I'm going on to Mothwing, and some of the footage didn't capture for some reason, so just skipped to this area where I'm working on the stripes, and I gave her like a little star on her chest to kind of go with Mothpool's kind of like diamond like star, and I gave her kind of like little things on her paws because I just thought it looked kind of cute. And then I worked on her back, kind of adding little extra fancy little stripes there. And then I worked on the legs, adding those stripes, because just like Leafpool, Mothwing is a tabby. And then I added another little star like that there before adding the tail stripes, and working my way down. Then I added a fancy little thing there on the bottom of the tail, just like with Leafpool, before working on adding in little ear things. And then I went in with the nose before that as well, and I was just kind of looking at it for a second, and then I started working on the eyes. Yes, I love the eyes. I love my process with the eyes. I love working on the eyes. It's so fun. Since both of them have like amber eyes, I did a little different variation between them. Leafpool is more like an amber, and then I give Mothwing more of a golden amber, kind of. Because I just thought it was kind of, yeah. And then I decided to do something on Leafpool's chest, even though it didn't even end up doing anything at all, honestly. Wait. This ended up back here. Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but the video ended up back here. I'm too lazy to go back and change it now. But yeah, who really cares? You saw it earlier. You can see how it came to be the thing from earlier. And it's just, I had the little head section, and now I'm at the part that I went to. I think, I started adding some kind of light in at the top because the moon is shining down on them. And I kind of added like extra little sections of it, making it like smaller, but because it's kind of casting like a layer, kind of like it's lighter in some areas than the others because it's closer in some areas than the others, and it's like, it's funny. And then I used the kind of straight line tool to make kind of like a shaft of light, and then I kind of boxed it in so that I could fill it, and then I went and filled in the little crack, and then added kind of shadows on either side of it, and then made a second one that was smaller on the inside, and I filled the stuff in for that as well. And then after that, I was just kind of looking at my stuff a bit, tweaking some of the things, and just kind of adding some final little touches and tweakings, and then I went around and decided I wanted to give the hearts a kind of little glow to them. So I did that and looked at that and then realized I wanted to add some on top of them as well, kind of making them appear even a little more like they're glowing. And then I kind of added like the light to the like where the moonlight would like kind of show, kind of like shine it on them, and kind of just filled in some of the areas where it might be a little bit lighter, adding some kind of on the shoulder areas where to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, kind of. Kind of on the paw tips, tail tips, backs, ears, muzzle areas, like upper sections of tail that are kind of like on top, making sure everything going in kind of the same direction. If like stuff's angled, making sure all the angled stuff was the same direction, and then kind of making sections that might be even brighter with a second layer, going in on all those areas from earlier that might have a little extra shine in one section of them, and then doing that, and then I went in with like with the non-glowing version of that brush that I used for them, and kind of added shadow to some of the areas where it might be a bit darker, like sections that might be hidden behind something, might be a little more shaded, and I worked on that before kind of making it a little less opaque, and then going in with the second layer like I did with the like shine layer, and just going in like that. And then I kind of made like a shadow under them, cause like, well, started working on that and then decided to do it a different way. And then because there would be a little bit darker under the ground beneath them, because they're creating a shadow on the ground. Just kind of worked on giving that different layers and adding kind of dimension to it and stuff, making it a little bit more like a shadow, even though it definitely is not what a shadow would have looked like from this. And then I decided to add an extra little shaft of light going down in between the other two, even smaller one, and worked on kind of filling in the little gaps there, and then made it less opaque. And I just made sure everything was good and added kind of like a little extra layer of dark. And that's the finished art. I forgot when I was screen recording to do the little Mothpool thing, and then I added that, and I kind of made it glowing as well. And I really like how this art piece turned out. I think it's really cute, and I hope you guys liked it as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope all of you are having a great Pride Month. I'll make sure to put my next Pride Month video out on the Sunday this time. Now make sure if you like this video to hit that like button, and subscribe if you feel like it. Really, I'm not trying to pressure you into it, I promise. And come back for the next video. Bye!